Thank you all for being here this beautiful day at Skyline College. We couldn't have picked a better day. Those of you who may be realtors, this is a great day to sell property up this way. Beautiful weather. So my name is Jamie Monozon, and I have the great pleasure to be affiliated with the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce as the CEO. I've been a San Bruno resident for over 20 years, and my husband and I are raising 2 children in San Bruno, and they go to public schools here. I've always had a passion for being part of this community, and after only a few months in this role, I've learned how important it really is to be involved in every single aspect of the community. The residents and business owners of San Bruno are passionate, hardworking, and loyal people with incredible resolve. Recently, I was given some thought to the incredible value of the city and all the things it has to offer that sometimes go unnoticed. We have a national cemetery, an international airport, a shopping mall, YouTube, Walmart.com, an award-winning college in Skyline College. Just look around, what a gorgeous place this is. If you really stop and think about it, not many cities can say they have all the things that San Bruno has to offer. Having the chamber office located in downtown San Bruno on the avenue has been very eye-opening to me as a resident. Not only did I discover incredible, terrific food and great restaurants, I also encountered really passionate business owners who want to make a difference. I also noticed that the area needs TLC. There's a lot to be done to continue helping the commerce of San Bruno. The San Bruno Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors has vision, determination, and working alongside has been challenging and rewarding. The important thing to remember is it's always a work in progress, and I think as a city we can all be very proud to see how far we've come, especially in the adversity that we've faced over these last few years. Continue supporting San Bruno's local businesses. I look forward to more great events like the Taste of San Bruno. Hope you will all come again this year. We have plans for a home-based business expo, along with some other business-related events throughout the year. Health and wellness programs to educate and help entrepreneurial folks get going in their businesses. And I look forward to building long-lasting relationships with all of you, the members of the community, and the members of the chamber. And I want to thank all of our members. If you noticed, because the members of our chamber are the centerpiece of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce, we've acknowledged them. Please take a moment to look at the centerpieces and recognize some of the names there. And we thank them, and we thank you. At this point, I would like to bring up our president, Kirsten Pinochi, and she will lead us in the pledge.
Thank you, Jamie. If you would all stand, place your right hand over your heart. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Jamie. As president of this chamber and co-chair of this event, it humbles me to see how many people are here today. I'd like to take a moment and recognize city officials that are with us today. We have San Mateo County Supervisor Dave Pine. Senator Lee Ligny will not be attending, but he sends his regrets. We have Mayor Jim Ruane and his council members. We also have City Manager Connie Jackson and her support staff. 2012 was a rocky year for this chamber. As most of you know, we lost our CEO early in the year. But that didn't stop this board of directors, though. We still pushed through and accomplished a lot of the goals we set for ourselves this past year. In addition to celebrating our 70th anniversary, We held ribbon cuttings at CQ Arts for Kids, Yenis Dance Studio, Diddly Do, and Patelco Credit Union. 8 of our business members held mixers at their place of business. We grew our membership by 27. That's a 16% growth, which some of you may know is a very large feat for a chamber, especially one of our size. We do our best to promote our members whenever possible. As Jamie mentioned, we put all their names on the centerpieces today, so when you visit one of these businesses, please let them know you saw their name at the event today. We continued our partnership with Pacific Coast Farmers Market, and were able to provide the community with a farmers market again on Sundays. We kept the patrons of the concerts in the park happy with our wine sales, and this provided yet another opportunity for the chamber to engage with the community. We hosted what we consider to be the best event up and down the peninsula, the Taste of San Bruno. This event brought over 200 guests to the Park and Rec Gymnasium, and they were able to sample fabulous food from 18 local vendors and chamber members. They also had the ability to win some pretty darn amazing raffle prizes. We sponsored and assisted with the 2nd annual trick-or-treat event on the Avenue. And this year we also partnered with the Beautification Task Force and began the Adopt a Planter program. Businesses on San Mateo Avenue have the opportunity to adopt a planter that's close to their business. The Beautification Task Force coordinates with the City of San Bruno, and colorful plants are planted in the planter. The business owner doesn't have to water, they're just asked to keep it litter-free, and it's another way we are working to improve San Mateo Avenue. As I said, this was a rocky year for the chamber, and none what I have mentioned here today would not have been possible with the support of my board of directors. I'd like to thank them for all their work in 2012. If they could take a moment and come on up, I have a little something for them. Board, please come on up. Michelle, thank you for all your work. Roz, thank you so much for your support this year. Thank you, Mark. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Gwen. It's been a pleasure. Benson will not be returning to our board, so I really appreciate all the work he's done this past year. Thank you, Benson. My friend Jim, thank you for all you've done this year. Look forward to another year. Rico, thank you for all you've done. Nicole, thank you for all your work. Vincent, it's been a pleasure. Another year to come. Johnny's not returning, sadly, but we thank you for all you did for me this year. Thank you, Joe. Look forward to another great year. Now that you've heard about what the chamber has done, I would like to introduce, let me back up. Last but not least, the chamber's biggest accomplishment in 2012, the hiring of our CEO, Jamie Monozon. She hasn't been the CEO very long, but her vision for 2013 shines bright. Now that you've heard what the chamber has done, I'd like to introduce you to the mayor of our great city, Jim Ruane, who will provide us with the State of the City address.
Thank you, Kirsten, and Jamie's not much to say. I think you kind of said it all, but I'll embellish a little bit. So good afternoon, and sit back for a few minutes. I have some nice things to tell you about San Bruno. I am very pleased to be here today to participate in this year's Board of Directors Installation Luncheon and to deliver the State of the City address. I would like to congratulate the new San Bruno Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors and thank everyone attending today for your continued support of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce and our city. I would also like to recognize and thank Skyline College for hosting today's luncheon. Beautiful venue. As I have often said, many times, I am the proud mayor of the wonderful city of San Bruno. I am honored to serve our community as a member of a dedicated team of elected and appointed community representatives and city staff. Our mission and our commitment is to provide a full range of services that you, our business community, and our residents need, and that you expect to protect and to enhance the community quality of life. My comments this afternoon will showcase the city's important events and achievements of 2012, and in the many areas of city services. Looking forward, I also want to focus on some of the significant opportunities on the horizon for 2013. As you may recall, it is just 1 year ago that our community and others throughout our state faced the significant challenge of the elimination of redevelopment as a tool for local and economic community development. This situation, combined with the sluggish economy and a lack of developer and business sector confidence in the prior few years, lined up the challenges for 2012. Doing what we do best here in San Bruno, we continued our focus on making this community a desirable place to be, to live, and to do business. We adjusted our budget to the post-redevelopment reality without cutting services to the development and business community, and we focused on completing the downtown and transit corridors plan, set the stage to implement the community's vision for its future. Fortunately, there was much that happened in 2012 to create optimism. This past year saw our local economy continue to show signs of growth, with the city projecting some increases in property taxes, sales taxes, and hotel occupancy taxes. Each is an indicator of growth in these important business sectors of our community. Signs of a recovering real estate market emerged throughout the entire community. Both residential and commercial developers are expressing renewed optimism, and our community development department is receiving numerous inquiries from developers seeking sites for rehabilitation and new construction, and several projects from affordable housing to office uses are in progress. Setting the stage to take advantage of the development interest and opportunity, we look forward to the final approval of our transit corridors plan. This is scheduled for the first quarter of this year. This plan is the result of a multi-year planning effort, and it envisions transforming the commercial corridor surrounding the new San Bruno Avenue Caltrain station into a transit-oriented development district. The plan calls for a mixed-use development including multifamily housing, office and retail uses, and a pedestrian-friendly environment that's close to transit. The plan proposes increasing the current three-story height limit to 5 stories along the corridor and to 7 stories for office uses next to the new train station. Changes to the height limits would require a citywide election and approval by San Bruno registered voters. And once in place, the plan will give interested developers and others certainty about the interests of the community for its future and provide the platform for this next phase in the community's evolution. Consistent with the plan's vision, we are already seeing renewed interest by affordable housing developers in redeveloping some of the sites that have sat vacant or underutilized for quite some time. An affordable housing developer is exploring the opportunity to redevelop the Budget Motel on El Camino Real with multifamily affordable housing, and representatives of the new owner of the former San Bruno Theater, the site on El Camino Real, recently met with city staff to discuss a mixed-use commercial site and residential project. Both of these projects could provide a great start to actual implementation of the Transit Corridors Plan. Both will need a local subsidy to make them a reality, and we are hopeful that we can work out some form of public-private partnership in this post-redevelopment era. Also in the downtown and business area, Victory Automotive Group, which owns and manages over 30 car dealerships, recently purchased Grace Honda and plans to make significant renovations and expansion of the dealership. Victory Automotive Group was also recently issued a use permit to sell pre-owned vehicles at 675 El Camino Real, the former site of Sloat Garden Center. In the Bay Hill Office Park, the developer is working with their staff toward redeveloping the former TGI Fridays restaurant site to a new office building. Elsewhere in the office park, occupancy of the large office buildings continues to be very strong, even exceeding region-wide average occupancy rates. Prominent businesses, including YouTube, Walmart.com, Stella & Dot, and others, continue to keep San Bruno in the news as a desirable business location. Perhaps the most exciting to the city is the emergence of strong development interest in the hotel sector. After more than a decade since the city first set the vision for the crossing in San Bruno project across El Camino from Tanforan, the city is moving forward toward actual development of a hotel as the final piece of the overall crossing project. As a strategic initiative to allow the city to assure development of a hotel project that will best meet the long-time community interest for this site, the city took the important step last year to acquire the last vacant parcel at the 20-acre Crossings project, a 1.5-acre site zoned for visitor services. Recognizing the community's desire and need for meeting and banquet space for family events, corporate meetings, and other similar interests, the city issued a request for proposals to hotel developers. The city has recently received proposals from 5 qualified development teams to build a high-quality, select-service 120 to 160-room hotel at the crossing. We're now in the process of evaluating these proposals and will make the selection of a hotel developer in early 2013. Shortly, I hope. We look forward to working with the selected development team to begin actual construction of the hotel during the coming year, with opening planned for 2014. In the residential sector, looking around town, we are seeing progress toward full rehabilitation and remodel of the former Treetops apartments to the new and modern Pacific Bay vistas. This long-awaited project is now in full construction, and while experiencing some delays, is still moving toward full completion in 2013, when it will offer 308 new luxury apartments at the top of the hill on the west side of town. Cedar Mills, a new 14-unit subdivision at Cedar and Pepper, is nearly complete, and the units are selling as quickly as they are released for purchase. On another infill vacant parcel on Glenview Avenue and San Bruno Avenue, the city has received a planning application for a new 14-unit single-family residential project that we hope to see move forward in the next year. In order to support new development and continue to position San Bruno for the future, the city is active in constructing infrastructure in several key areas of the community. Caltrain is fast moving toward completion of the construction of the grade separation to elevate the Caltrain tracks and create a new modern station on San Bruno Avenue in our downtown. I look forward to reporting on the final completion and opening of this project at this time next year. Over the coming months, this work will focus on construction of the station platform, walls, stairs, pedestrian tunnels, equipment rooms, elevators, and relocating Posey Park. In addition, the city is working closely with Caltrain to assure that the new structure not only enhances the efficiency of the rail system, but that it makes a positive aesthetic statement at the gateway to our community. A beautiful new archway feature will be incorporated into the design. And seeing the train station and this decorative feature, visitors traveling on San Bruno Avenue will know right away that they are somewhere special as they arrive in San Bruno. Elsewhere throughout the city, we continue to work toward revitalizing our public infrastructure. This year, we completed the reconstruction of landscape in 6 median islands along El Camino Real. The final phase of median reconstruction is now in process along El Camino, and along with the start of reconstruction work on the San Bruno Avenue medians between Interstate 280 and El Camino Real. The fresh new landscaping is designed with drought-tolerant and minimum maintenance plants to provide a long-lasting improvement to the central core of our community. Less visible, but even more critical to the community's overall well-being, is our work to complete replacement and rehabilitation of our aging water and sewer infrastructure, most of which lies out of sight below ground. The City Council approved a comprehensive long-term financing plan last year that will provide the necessary funding to complete rehabilitation of the system over the next 20 years. We are now in the final stages of completing development of master plan for both the water and the sewer systems that will chart the course for the new sewer and water infrastructure improvements over the next several years throughout San Bruno. In the area of technology infrastructure, our very own San Bruno Cable, provider of cable, telephone, and high-speed internet services to San Bruno homes and businesses, continues to evolve with a quickly changing industry by ensuring the highest quality technical and customer service available in the industry. Infrastructure was extended or rebuilt to provide cable television and high-speed internet service to development areas and to local schools. And we added additional circuitry to the backbone of our citywide high-speed internet service to ensure system redundancy. The city was pleased to be able to offer other new and expanded community amenities over the past year with the dedication of our community recognition sculpture in City Park and the completion of Lions Field synthetic turf grass project. The synthetic grass athletic field now allows us to offer space for year-round play in several different sports at a minimum maintenance cost. At our library, we opened a new homework center featuring computers, tutoring, and a supervised quiet study place that is serving approximately 20 students each day after school. Another gem of San Bruno, our senior center, remains active, serving hundreds of seniors every day with the best senior services program around. During the past year, we were pleased to be able to replace the 14-year-old senior center bus with a brand new, fully accessible 20-passenger bus that is now in daily use for transportation to and from the center and trips to local destinations. I want to devote the final portion of my comments to the city's continuing priority and work effort toward the full rebuilding of the Crestmoor neighborhood that was so tragically devastated by the PG&E gas transmission pipeline explosion that occurred on September 9, 2010, now just under 2.5 years ago. But it is not just the physical rebuilding of the neighborhood that is critical to San Bruno. Our abiding focus and considerable continuing work effort remains dedicated to assuring the community's full recovery from the impact of the disaster. We remain committed to doing everything we can to achieve restitution for the San Bruno community and to assure that what happened that day in our community never happens again anywhere, ever. In the area of restitution, the city received a precedent-setting victory in negotiating a monetary settlement with PG&E in 2012 to recognize the extreme and continuing impact of the disaster on our entire community and to provide resources for long-term use within the community beyond the rebuilding of the Crestmoor neighborhood. The settlement included the transfer of 5 vacant lots in the neighborhood to the city and $68,750,000 in cash, for a total settlement value of $70 million. The settlement agreement requires the city to establish a separate not-for-profit entity that will be responsible for assessing community interest and determining the use of the funds. The City Council will complete formation of the not-for-profit in the early part of this year, and beginning this year, the community will have a full opportunity to participate in the important decisions that will be made moving forward. In the neighborhood itself, the city continues to support the residents who have chosen to rebuild their homes and return to the neighborhood. Of the 38 homes that were destroyed and the 17 that were severely damaged, 14 beautiful new homes have been rebuilt and the families have moved back home. We are scheduling a small ceremony every few months to welcome these residents back home and to commend their initiative and commitment to rebuild. Each of these events and each new home lends a real sense of optimism to a neighborhood and a community that will not be defeated by tragedy. 6 additional homes are in varying stages of construction, and 2 are in the planning phase. Nearly all of these returning homeowners have participated in the city's Rebuild It Green program that provides grants for energy efficiency upgrades. 2 homes qualified as LEED Platinum, our nation's highest level of building energy efficiency. In the public area of the neighborhood, the city is working on a plan for the eventual development of the vacant lots that are now owned by the city and those owned by PG&E. We will begin early this year to work with residents in the neighborhood to plan for establishment of new community park space at the intersection of Glenview and Claremont Drive. Over the past several months, the city has completed the 2nd phase of a 4-phase project to rebuild the entire infrastructure in the Crestmoor neighborhood. All new underground, water, sewer, and storm drain infrastructure is now in place throughout the fire-damaged area of the neighborhood. Work to replace infrastructure throughout the entire neighborhood will begin in the next few months. This work will be followed by another project to resurface the streets and install new streetlights and other above-ground infrastructure beginning later this year. As you can imagine, a project of this magnitude is messy and disruptive for our residents, whose lives have already been terribly disrupted by difficulty and tragedy. We appreciate their patience and we admire their persistence to achieve full restoration of their lives. At the same time, as the city is working to support full rebuild of the physical community, the city is also continuing to play a strong leadership role to address and correct the many and complicated issues that led to the disaster here in the first place. The city was a full and active participant in the year-long National Transportation Safety Board investigation into the cause of the explosion that concluded in 2011. That investigation put a spotlight on the failure of the utility company and the state regulator to provide a safe utility system for the residents of San Bruno and the state of California through its strong findings and its many recommendations to correct those failures. The city devoted this past year to participation in the ongoing proceedings through our state's utility regulator, the California Public Utilities Commission, to assess penalties and to identify and assure completion of the necessary corrective actions. And just an aside, you probably read where some of those discussions were contentious, and they were, very. This effort is critical because we believe that real change is needed to assure that we and other communities like ours are safe. We want to see that some positive comes out of our experience by making sure that the needed improvements happen. In conclusion, and with great pride, I can say that it is clear that San Bruno has weathered the storm brought on by our nation's second most challenging economic downturn and our own catastrophic disaster in 2010. San Bruno's past shows a strong track record of success and dedicated focus on improvement. Importantly, our future is bright. On the economic and operational front, our city is not discussing the actions that must be undertaken to dismantle and survive, but instead we are undertaking initiatives to build, grow, and flourish. On the horizon are the exciting new community amenities of the Crossing Hotel and the new development in the Transit Corridors Plan area. Additionally, bright new opportunities will emerge as the community charts its future through the community visioning process and creation of the not-for-profit to manage and distribute the $70 million in PG&E settlement. In closing, I will say that I have never been more proud of the San Bruno community, our city staff, and my colleagues in the San Bruno City Council who work together as a team and whose abiding commitment to well-being and continuing improvement of the San Bruno community remains unwavering. Our continuing partnership with the Chamber and with our business community is vital to the future of San Bruno. I look forward to working with you in 2013 and the years to come, and I encourage you as leaders in our community to remain engaged as we explore and capture the opportunities ahead. Once again, thank you for your commitment to San Bruno and for the invitation to speak with you today. I wish you all a very, very prosperous 2013. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Okay, next on our agenda we have a quick something we'd like to present to our Skyline president. So would Dr. Steinbach-Strauss please come up? On behalf of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce, the City of San Bruno, we want to thank you so much for allowing us to be at your beautiful location here at Skyline College.
Thank you for this beautiful bouquet. But actually, it's I that want to thank you for being here at Skyline College, your community college. The first thing I want to say is on behalf of the Board of Trustees here in the San Mateo County Community College District and Chancellor Ron Galatolo, the esteemed faculty and staff here at the college, we want to welcome you and thank you for being here at Skyline College. I'm really glad that you're getting an opportunity to see what your institution, what your community college looks like, and how you can also use this community college in the event that you need to have events and services. The other thing I want to do real quickly, if you don't mind just for a moment, is recognize that we have a trustee member here visiting here at the college at this event with us, and that's Trustee Karen Schwartz. But we also have, and you also have, a tremendous amount of support throughout this district. We have the Vice Chancellor of Educational Services, Jean Luan, Dr. Jean Luan. He had a not long vacation, and he's just getting back. And we have the Director of Government and Community Relations, Barbara Christensen. And now, if I can also just take a point of personal privilege and let you know that I have two of the finest vice presidents of instruction and student services that exist in the state, Dr. Sarah Perkins and Dr. Joy Blake. But I also know that the entire management structure here at Skyline College is very interested in and supportive of what's going on here today. And so there's a host of about 17 administrators that are here to participate here. And if you just stand and wave, I'd appreciate that. Okay. we are at service to you. The other thing that I just also wanted to mention is that Skyline College, we have a mission statement that says we serve to empower and transform the lives of a global community of learners. And we do so, part of what we do is we value the community connection. And so I just want to read this community connection statement to you because I want you to realize just how important it is to us that you're here. And that is that we value a deep... I'm going to so get my dentist for calling me to confirm my woman. But we value a deep engagement with the community we serve in our role as an academic and cultural center for the community, including business, industry, labor, nonprofits, government, and the arts. And we're dedicated to maintaining a college culture and an institutional climate that is warm and welcoming to all, and I hope that we've done that. So thank you, Kirsten and Jamie, for even thinking of this as a venue, for being here, for your service on the President's Council, and I hope I get a chance to see all of you at the President's Breakfast that we hold on March the 21st. Thank you.
Okay, Senator Leland Yee was called to Sacramento, and he wanted to be here. I'd like Benson Wong, Dr. Benson Wong, to please stand. And Mr. John Patterson to please stand. These two gentlemen have served on the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors for many, many years. So much so they've termed out. We would like them to stay. We would love for them to stay, but it's their turn to give another a turn. And we do have accommodations for you that were to be presented by Senator Leland Yee. Those will be coming to you, but unfortunately he was not able to make it today. So thank you for your service. Congratulations. I think we're ready for the installation of officers. Mayor Jim Ruane. She's showing me. She's showing me with her fingers. Under the gym.
Under the gym tab. All right. That's JIM, not GYM. Right. I'm going to call you up by name, and please join me up here at the podium. Jamie Monozon. Hello. Kirsten Pinochi. Benson Wong. Roz Yu. Michelle Enriquez. Nicole Blanco. Mark Burra. Joseph Capote. Jim O'Dowd. Gwen Daly. Vincent Solano. Robert Riekle, Scott Hart, Gina Mathers, and Brian Liu. They have to raise their hands or anything? Okay, it's an oath. Raise your right hand. To the board, you have been elected to the Board of Directors of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. This honor reflects the caring that you have about San Bruno in general, and in particular, the success of its business community. Your fellow San Bruno Chamber of Commerce members have asked you to accept the challenge of leading the Chamber and are placing their trust in you to move this organization forward and to work to accomplish its mission to promote and enhance the economic growth and vitality of San Bruno businesses and the community. By accepting this challenge, you are committing yourself to the hard work that leadership entails. You will be responsible for ensuring the continued success of this 70-year-old organization. Do you accept this commitment? Did they all say? Okay. To Kirsten Pinochi, as the incoming board chair, it is my privilege to present you with a gavel as a symbol of office. In accepting this gavel and the leadership it symbolizes, you are accepting the ultimate challenge of leading this organization in the areas you have chosen for this year. I know that your year will be successful and that you will serve with distinction. Do you accept this challenge? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present your newly elected Board of Directors of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations. Okay. You all may be seated.
I would like to mention that our 2 new board members, Gina Mathers is from Walmart.com, so we've definitely established our relationship there, and Scott Hart is from PG&E. So 2 new companies are joining our board. Congratulations to my new board of 2013. This board of directors will is going to bring us leaps and bounds in 2013, and I'm proud to be chair of this board again this year. Where are we headed in 2013? This board will be meeting later this month to discuss just this. What we hope to bring you in 2013 is a growth of membership, assistance with the beautification of San Mateo Avenue, a business expo, an enhanced farmers market, the 6th annual Taste of San Bruno, 100% planter participation on the Avenue, a 3rd annual trick-or-treat event on the Avenue, some networking events for our business members, more mixers, business growth in San Bruno, and more partnerships like the one we have with Skyline. Before we head out and back to work, I wanted to provide Sherry Napier, the Director of Marketing, Communications, and Public Relations here at Skyline, a few moments to let you know what is available here at Skyline.
Thank you, Kirsten. Myself, just like Dr. Regina Stanback-Stroud, we just are so, okay. Just like Dr. Regina Stanback-Stroud, we are all so pleased just to welcome the community into our home, which is Skyline College. Many people here say it's like a family, and I was previously a member of the community supporting Skyline College as a volunteer and for about 7 years, and I recently joined the team there. And I can't tell you what an amazing college this is. So hopefully you got a small taste of that being here today. So I just wanted to tell you a couple interesting facts about our college. There's about 10,000 students, actually a little bit over 10,000 students that attend. We have over 80 degree and certificate programs available. And last year we awarded over 1,000 degrees and certificates. 23% of our students are actually from San Francisco. And we just want to really tell you that we have a students first philosophy here, meaning that whatever your situation is, whether you came back from Iraq, this is a community that supports you. And I can't tell you how true that has been since I've been here. So it's more than just rhetoric. It's actually what we live by each and every day. So I think once you meet any of the administrators here, you'll understand just what I mean. We have a growing population of international students, which definitely agrees with our mission statement, which is to empower and transform a global community of learners. We have made a ton of campus improvements if you look around, and if you haven't been here in a while, you're probably pretty shocked. The campus is now completely modernized and beautiful, and we have several new buildings, including the one you're sitting in today. This building has conference rooms upstairs available for renting for a future conference or event that you may have. This dining room is also available when not used by students, of course, because students come first. We have a very strong commitment to sustainability, and I noticed Mayor Ruane mentioned a couple of commitments at the city, and that's great to see. We have a Sustainable Campus Initiative. Building 4, one of our new buildings, it's actually LEED certified. And we have a new solar building and science learning center. It's actually half of a house. You'll understand what you mean when you see it. It's in Pacific Heights, the building that's on the out perimeter of the campus. So with that, I just wanted to say thank you for coming to Skyline College, and we encourage you to stop by anytime and let myself know, or Dr. Regina Stanback-Stroud, if you have upcoming events that you would like to have on the campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry. And I'd also like to mention Teresa. She's one of those people who does so much in the back. Teresa really put this together and did a phenomenal job. Not enough thank yous to her. And we hope that you've enjoyed today's presentation and that you'll have a terrific day out there. Thank you so much for coming.